Sweetie Pie, the sound has not been good on these, so I'm going to see if I can speak louder and hold it closer. Um, it's a beautiful March 1st morning. Um, it's warm, way warmer than usual. Rained last night, as you well know. Um, and the birds were at the feeder. They just left, but they'll be back. Okay, Sweetie Pie. The book is called The Lucky Ducklings, without the, just Lucky Ducklings. Ducklings are baby ducks, and ducks are a kind of bird. By Eva Moore, pictures by Nancy Carpenter. The inside cover is orange. Inside page. And the first picture is a mama duck with baby ducks. Lucky ducks. Dedicated to the dedicated men and women of the Montauk Fire Department and to volunteers everywhere. And the illustrator dedicates it to, sorry, but shifted a little here, my sister, whose first word was quack. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is a nice drawing. Look at that. Oh, I love that they do this. It's pen and ink and mostly just in sort of a watercolor wash and mostly just one other color. Just maybe a little bit of another, but it's beautiful. The duck family lived in a pretty pond in a green park in the sunlit little town at the end of a long, long island. Early one morning, Mama Duck swam to shore. She hopped out onto the grass. Right behind her came Pippin, Bippin, Tippin, Dippin, and last of all, Little Joe. This is too cute for words. Look at Little Joe with his goggles. Oh, that's not goggles. What's wrong with my eyes? That's his beak. I wish I could delete that because that sounds a bit foolish, but I don't want to delete it. Start all over. So we'll leave the foolish there. See the mama duck? It's a mallard. You know how you can tell? Because of that beautiful blue strip right there. The female mallard has that, and the male mallard has more color. What a fine day for a walk. Off they went through the green park. Whack a whack. Mama Duck called to her brood, follow me. And Pippin, Bippin, Tippin, Dippin, and last of all Little Joe lined up right behind her, and off they went. There's a lady's legs. There's the duck. There are the baby ducks. And Little Joe. They came out of the park and into the town. Look at the blue butterfly. Okay, Sweetie Pie, come join us. We're reading a book to the little guy, and we're watching the birds. There are many of them. I've filled the feeders with good stuff. And they eat a lot in the morning because they wake up hungry, like we do. So the ducks are in the town. The ducks had a bite to eat. Oh dear, not the best food from a trash can, and on the ground, some hot dog, some pretzel. Then they went on their way. Mama Duck went first. That little Joe is always in the rear. He's always behind the others. He's a cutie pie. Right behind came Pippin, Bippin, Tippin, Dippin, and last of all, little Joe. Oh no, they've never walked in a place that has these sort of grills in the ground. And each of them fell through. Oh dear, that could have been the end of the story, but it wasn't because, oh, and look at the blue butterfly up there. Someone saw what happened. Help, the woman cried. All the baby ducks fell into the storm drain. Call the fire department. Hi, Malcolm. The fire department is the right ones to call, because if you call Malcolm, he would help, but it might not be the most gentle way to get the babies out. People came to see what the matter was. They could hear the ducklings making a ruckus below. A ruckus is a loud noise. Mama Duck heard them too. She ran back to the storm drain and wouldn't let anyone get near. Whack, whack, she said. Get away from my babies. See, she didn't fall through, but the babies fell through because they're little. But she's protecting her babies. She knows they're down there, and she doesn't want any of these people close to them. Firemen Joe, Paul, and Dennis rushed to the rescue, but they couldn't open the grate. The ducklings were trapped. Oh dear. That could have been the end of the story. But it wasn't, because a man named Perry had an idea. There was a big roll of cable in his pickup truck. Oops. He hooked the end of the cable to the grate and then switched on the motor. The cable tugged on the grate. See, that's his pickup truck. There's the cable, very strong cable. And he attaches it to the grate, turns on the motor, and there he is, see? The man, he's attaching it to there. His dog is waiting in the truck, and he's going to get in the truck and use the power of the truck and the cable to pull up the grate. Tugged on the grate, and the grate popped off. And down in the darkness, you hear quack, 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 quack. 5 little ducklings quacking. Fireman Paul climbed down, down into the storm drain. Everyone waited. Can you see him there? And when they saw Pippin, bippin', tippin', dippin', and last of all, little Joe. See them in his big hands as he's lifting them out of the grate? Everyone cheered. He puts them in a bucket with water. Everyone cheered. Fireman Joe picked up the bucket filled with the ducklings and started to cross the road. He was going to take the ducklings back to the park. What's he forgetting? Mama Duck came running after him. Whack, 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 she cried. Bring my babies back. Yeah, you try to separate babies from a mama. It's not happening. Oh dear, that could have been the end of the story, but it wasn't, because Fireman Dennis knew what to do. He stopped the traffic. Honk, honk, cars are honking. Beep, beep. But he's stopping the cars so the duck and the bucket with the ducklings can cross the road safely. At last, Mama Duck and her brood were together again, all safe and sound. Whack, whack, Mama Duck said. What lucky ducklings you are. Quack, 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 quack. Her ducklings agreed. The 5 lucky ducklings lined up behind their mama, and off they went. Pippin, tippin', dippin'. Oops, I missed one. Pippin, bippin'. Sorry, Bippin, I didn't mean to leave you out. Pippin, bippin', tippin', dippin', and last of all, little Joe. And that is the end of the story. A happy, beautiful, true story. Pretty soon you'll see ducks and ducklings at our park, not very far from my house at all. And even at the feed store, they sell little ducklings. And people buy them when they buy their chicks. And some people have backyard ducks in their backyard, just like they do little chicks and chickens. They have to have a pond or a baby swimming pool or something, because ducks need to be in water some of the day. So I've seen that. I've seen people do that. Well, that was a great book called Lucky Ducklings. Beautiful book. Okay, sweetie pie, I love you to bits. Have a great day. Bye-bye.